Hey you guys, welcome back. Today I will be sharing with you guys my what's in my hospital bag. So if that's something that you're interested in, then please keep on watching. So first off, I want to apologize for being MIA. As many of you guys know, I am pregnant. I'm actually 33 weeks this week, and I've had a few issues come up with this pregnancy. So my doctor has recommended for me to stay off my feet and try to get a lot of rest. So I haven't really been able to put out as much content as I like, but hopefully once baby is here and we're all situated, I will be able to pump out more videos for you guys. Like I said, I am 33 weeks pregnant with my fourth baby. I will be delivering via C-section. All my babies have been C-sections. I've been packed actually for quite a while now. I want to say since maybe 28, 29 weeks. Because I go into labor early. I have with all my pregnancies. With my first son Joshua, I went into labor at 37 weeks. My second son Josiah, I went into labor at 34 weeks. And then my daughter Luna, I went into labor at 35 weeks. So my body is just known to bring these babies early. So that's kind of why I packed so early, and why my doctor also said for me to take it easy, because I am known to go into labor soon. So like I said, it's my fourth C-section, and I kind of know what to bring and what not to bring, and essentials and must-haves that I feel if you are having a C-section you really do need. Even vaginal deliveries, maybe you'll get some tips from this video as well, but I really wanted to get this video out just in case there's any mamas out there that are scheduled for a C-section and you know are wondering if there's different items that you should bring. So I hope you guys find this video helpful. So this is my hospital bag. It's the Itsy Bitsy Weekender bag, and sorry, I'm trying to see, make sure I'm in a frame. It's the Itsy Bitsy Weekender bag, and I did splurge a little bit. We didn't have a baby shower, so I did splurge a little bit on certain items. So the money that we would have spent like on a baby shower and all that, I just put into the baby and to items that I really wanted. Another note is that we do not know the gender of baby, so all of baby stuff is neutral. We decided to just kind of wait and be surprised, also because, you know, since we already have 2 boys and a little girl, I just thought it would be fun to be surprised when we give birth. So anyway, so let's start off with my bag. I'm just gonna start off the side. In this first pocket in the front, I just have my glasses. I do wear a contact lenses, so glasses are a necessity for me, so I just have those in that front pocket. And then on these little side pockets I have some body armor drinks. I swear by these for if you're trying to get your supply up, so I really recommend these if you're a breastfeeding mama. So I have some of those off to the side, and then off to this side I have a portable charger, and then the cord for it, and then I also have the wall plug for it. I already have everything fully charged, so just in case, or when the time comes, we are all ready to go. And then I'm gonna go off to this bottom pocket here. On this bottom pocket I have a towel. I'm not shaming the hospital towels, but they are super thin, and I've been such a germaphobe with COVID ever since COVID started. So I'm just trying to be safe. So the less items I can use at the hospital for me, the better. So I'm just bringing my own towel, some sandals for the shower as well, because you don't, I don't know, again with COVID you don't want your feet in a shower that you know you don't know how many people have showered in. So just bringing those. And then the last thing I have down here is this belly band. So with C-sections, if you've had a C-section, then you know that at least for me, the tighter that I am after delivery, the more comfortable I feel. I feel like the more loose I am, or if I don't have anything kind of like giving me compression around my tummy area, it's more uncomfortable for me and I struggle more to walk. I've learned that when I have something tight, whether that be a belly band, or the hospital does provide you with one, so I will wear the hospital one for the first 2 days, and then once I shower and get into my own clothes, I do put my own belly band on. And like I said, it just gives you that compression that you need after a C-section, and I just feel like the tighter you are, the faster you heal. At least in my case, that's been the situation. So I'm bringing this one. It's just off of Amazon, and it's not a waist trainer. It's actually a postpartum it's a postpartum band. So I'll try to link as many items as I can for you guys down below, just in case you guys are interested in the same items as I have. Okay, so now moving into the actual bag, and first things first is snacks. I feel like this is a must-have for any delivery, vaginal or C-section. I remember with my pregnancies just being so hungry, and the hospital does provide food, obviously, breakfast, lunch, dinner, but you don't get any in-betweens, and I just remember just being so hungry and wishing I had something to snack on. So I came fully prepared this time around, and just granola bars, fruit snacks, some trail mix, some breakfast bars, granola bars like I said, and I brought some lactation cookies just in case. So this is going to come in handy. Next thing, I have these little cubes. I've had these since my last delivery. So next thing I have in here, oh, this is all I have in this one, are these postpartum panties or pads, kind of like depends, I would say. I wore these with my last delivery, and I want to say that they really are comfortable. The hospital will provide you, or does provide you, with obviously the mesh underwear and then the large pads. I do tend to wear those like the first 2 days, but like I said, once they gave me the okay to shower is when I put on my own personal items that I brought. And these, last time somebody recommended them, so I put them on and they were so comfortable. I will say, if you guys do get these, size up one size, because it could kind of be a little bit tight around the leg area. But I really like these, and I wore them maybe like the first 2 weeks, I want to say, or maybe a week and a half. I didn't wear them for a long time with my last delivery. And then I just switch over to regular pads after the bleeding is not that heavy. So I know, a little TMI, but I have that in here. Next I have my Haka, and if you aren't familiar with this, it's just a milk catcher. So for example, if you are breastfeeding baby on your left breast, then you would put this on your right breast, and it collects the letdown that you know, comes out of your breast, instead of having it leak onto like a breast pad or into your shirt. You collect it into the Haka, and it's already been washed and sterilized as well. Everything has been washed, sterilized, cleaned. With my milk usually takes a little bit longer because I have C-sections, but it always comes in before I leave the hospital. So with my last pregnancy, I remember I took my Haka, and I was able to collect some colostrum that would have gone to waste if I wouldn't have took it, and then I just put that into a bottle and then give it to baby. So really recommend one of these as well. Alright, next bag is this little bag here, and this is kind of like I would say like my postpartum breastfeeding bag. The first thing I have are some breast pads, and these you just put, they're double-sided tape, so you just put them into your bra so that way you don't leak into your bra. And then I have some nipple spray. I love this stuff. I used it with my last delivery as well. If you are a mom, you know already how much of a beating your nips take. So I feel like anything that you can get to soothe them, get it. So I used this for my last pregnancy, like I said, and it's just it just kind of helps gives you some relief, because man, those first few weeks of breastfeeding are no joke. And then along with that, I also have some Nipple Balm. This is also the same one, not the same one, but the same brand that I used for my last pregnancy delivery. Some sanitizer, you're gonna need that. I brought some Tylenol. You don't need this. The hospital will obviously provide you with pain meds, but I brought these more for Marcos, like my husband, just in case if he gets a headache or, you know, needs them. I have some C-section cream. I probably won't use this until I'm home, but I just put it in here anyways. It just helps once your C-section is already closed. It helps with scarring, and it helps with the recovery of your C-section scars. So I have that in here just in case. The last thing I have in here are some nipple gel pads. These are so soothing. I remember somebody gave them to me as a gift with my last baby, and they really are helpful. You just kind of untape them and you put them on your nipples, and they just, like I said, anything that you can get to soothe your nipples, you're really gonna just love, because your nipples are gonna be so raw. Sorry, TMI, but it's the truth. And then the last thing, or one of the last things I have in here, is After Ease. I used this for the first time again with my last delivery. So after you have babies, especially when you're starting to breastfeed at the hospital, you will start to contract, and it's like period cramps, but like a lot stronger. And I've noticed, as far as my experience, that with each pregnancy, my postpartum cramping contractions have gotten worse. And somebody recommended this on my last delivery pregnancy, and I did notice, I mean, you're still gonna have pain, but I did notice slight relief with this. You just add the drops into your water, and it's supposed to help. Like I said, it didn't take them away completely, but it did help some. And then the last thing I have in here are some Lysol wipes, which you'll notice a trend that I have a lot of Lysol and sanitizer wipes in my things. So that's everything in this little bag here. Okay, moving on to the next bag. This is gonna be my undergarments. So I have 2 pairs of socks that I brought. These are just long socks, so like when I leave the hospital, probably won't wear these until I get discharged. And then I also have some fuzzy socks, and these have the grips on the bottom, so if you need to get up to go to the bathroom or do anything like that. With my last pregnancy, when I delivered, I also did take my own socks, and they let me. I know some hospitals are strict with that, so they want you to wear the ones that they provide. So since I will be delivering, it's quite cold here now, and I'll probably be delivering at the end of the month, this month, considering that I always go into labor early, or early next month, and it's, like I said, it's already pretty cold here. So I just made sure to get like some extra warm ones. Next thing I have in here are 2 nursing pads. To be honest, I don't wear these until maybe the 2nd day that I'm at the hospital. Usually I'm there, so with my first 2, I was in the hospital for 3 nights, and then 3 nights, 4 days, and then with my second, I was in there for 2 nights, 3 days, and it just seems, when I'm there, it just feels like forever. And I remember, I really, like I said, I don't get into my own personal things until they give me the okay to shower. So I really don't put my nursing bras on until maybe like the 2nd day, 2nd or 3rd day. I brought 2 just in case this time. You know, you just never know. I'm well over prepared, because with COVID and everything, I'm not sure if my husband is going to be able to come and go. They're just constantly changing the rules at our hospital, so it's just better to be prepared than to be underprepared, I feel. And then the last thing I have in here are some underwear. I have a few pairs of these, and I really like these. I used these with my last delivery as well. I really like these because they're high-waisted, and with C-sections, you're gonna, like, if you've had one, then you know what I'm talking about. But with C-sections, you're not gonna want anything rubbing against your incision. It's going to be so uncomfortable and so painful, and you're just going to want, and everything you're going to want high rise. So these are perfect. These come like way above my belly button. And even now I've been wearing them for pregnancy, and they're super stretchy, super comfortable, not too tight, and I just really like these. These are off of Amazon. And like I said, it's the same ones that I wore last pregnancy and last for my last postpartum. And so what I do is I wear I'll wear one of these, and then I'll wear these over it, like I said, because you're gonna want as much compression as you can get with the C-section. And then once I'm not bleeding as much, then I'll just wear these with the regular pad. So I bought a few pairs of those. Like I said, I might have brought more than what I actually need, but like I said, I just want to be super prepared so that if my husband is not allowed to leave, I have everything just ready to go. And then the last bag that I have in here is like my going home outfit. So the first thing I have in here is my robe. So the first 2 days before I'm able to shower, I'm living in the hospital robe. It's just, for me, it's not a really big deal to be in the hospital robe with my pregnancies or after delivery. And then once I'm able to shower, I always get into my own robe. And this is not a nightgown. With my second pregnancy, I took a nightgown, and I didn't really like it because nightgowns have the buttons, and if you have C-sections, the nurses are constantly coming in to check on your stomach and your incision. So I noticed that I had to like be unbuttoning my nightgown. And then with my last pregnancy, with my last delivery, I took a robe, and it was just so much easier because you could just open it, and then, you know, nurses do what they got to do, and then you just tie it back up, and it's just much more comfortable. I feel like a robe is much more of a necessity than a nightgown. That's just my personal preference. So I brought that. And then to leave for the hospital, when we're getting discharged, I just brought this loose long t-shirt. This is actually, I was wearing this for to sleep in right before I got as big as I am now, obviously, and then it just got too small. But I brought this. I like it. I like that it's really flowy, and it's not too like, I just don't like to wear tight clothes after I have my C-sections, or tight tops. So I'll be taking that. And then for bottoms, I brought two options. I brought some maternity leggings. These are actually high rise. Remember I said that you're gonna want anything high rise so it doesn't rub against your incision. And then I just have some high rise sweats. So I'm not sure what I'll be feeling, depending if I'm gonna be feeling hot or cold. You just never know. So I just want to be prepared. So I brought something that's gonna be more warm, and then something that's gonna be not so, you know, suffocating. And then I will be taking a cardigan, but the cardigan that when I leave to the hospital to have my C-section, the cardigan that I'll be wearing is what I'll wear home as well. I just didn't want to pack it in here because it's the cardigan that I'll be going into the hospital with, so that way the bag's not too overpacked. And then the last thing I brought was a beanie. It's been pretty cold here at night, and I just want to have that extra comfort and just be warm. so I brought that. And then I also have more Clorox wipes and Lysol wipes. I'm telling you guys, I have these all over my bag. And then the last thing I have in here is this backpack. This turns into like a little backpack. I don't want to open it because it's a struggle to like fold it back up. But this is just pretty much for like my dirty clothes. So for example, like my towel, the sandals after I shower, or just anything that I get dirty. If the baby gets anything dirty, instead of mixing it with all my other stuff, I'll just throw it in this backpack when we're ready to leave for the hospital, when we're ready to leave to the house. So that's the last item in here. And then some gum. Because with C-sections, at least for me, it's hard for me to walk the first few hours, and sometimes you just want to like refresh your mouth with something really quick. So I just brought some gum so my mouth won't be stinking. So that's everything that's in my hospital bag. I know you guys are probably like, girl, that is so much stuff, but like I said, with my C-sections, I always stay 3+ days. So I just like to be prepared. So that's my hospital bag. So my next bag is my toiletry bag. And this is one that I got off of Amazon. I did have this one with my previous pregnancy as well. And I really like it because it's super convenient. In the front, it has this little pocket. I don't have anything in there because I was able to fit everything inside. And then you open it up. And what I really like about this one is that you're able to hang it either when you take a shower, you can hang it off of the hook behind the door in the bathroom, or hang it off like your hospital bed if you need to have these items easily accessible. I'm just going to start off the top for you guys. So in this first little pocket, I have a contact lens case. I have a contact lens case because, like I said, I do wear contact lenses. I have a small little toothpaste, and then I have some lip balm. I have a lot of lip balm actually. I don't know what it is about hospitals, you guys. I always get super dry and itchy. I remember even with my last pregnancy, I got these really bad rash. My skin gets so dry and my lips get so chapped. And then in the bottom, I have some toothbrushes. I have one for me and one for my husband. And then in this second pocket, I have some makeup wipes because I will be taking a separate little makeup bag that I have in my vanity. I already have that stuff ready to go and packed away. Because with C-sections, you have a lot of downtime, and I just like to have my makeup done, to be honest, especially because people are FaceTiming you and calling and they want to see baby, and so I don't want to look like a hot mess, you know. So bringing some makeup wipes, some more Clorox wipes, my micellar water to clean my face, more sanitizer, and then I have some face wash, some body wash, and then a lot of this stuff I got at the Target toiletry section, like the travel size section that they have there. Really inexpensive. Some shampoo and conditioner. I really don't like to wash my hair in the hospital because if you've had a C-section, that you know what I mean when you try to like lift your arms. It's so painful. I'm gonna try hopefully to have I've been washing my hair a lot more than I usually do, just so that if I deliver or if I go into labor, I don't have to wash my hair at the hospital. I just rather not, but just in case, I'm bringing it anyways, or if Marcos wants to shower at the hospital. And then some contact solution. So that's everything in that pocket. And then sorry. And then in the third pocket, I have a loofah. I have some more breast pads just in case, a hairbrush, some dry shampoo just in case I don't get to wash my hair, and then some deodorant, some face cream, some body lotion, some mouthwash, some face toner. So that's everything in the second pocket, or third pocket, I'm sorry. And then in the last pocket, I have some contact lenses because, like I said, I am blind as a bat and I need my contact lenses. But I brought a few extras just in case I rip one, or you just never know. And like I said, I just want to be a little bit extra prepared so I don't have to be sending Marcos, or you know, just in case. I have a disposable razor, some hair clips, some hair scrunchies because I tend to sweat a lot right after I have my surgeries. I don't know why, and I just don't like to have my hair down, so I always have it up in a bun. Some Q-tips and then some Kleenex. So that's everything for my toiletry bag. I'm packing to stay there for a few nights, so that's why it might seem a bit excessive for some, but for C-sections they just always like to keep an extra eye on you for a little bit longer. So that's my toiletry bag. And then the last item that I will be bringing for myself is a blanket. This is probably one of my top recommendations of items to bring. If I had to say, yeah, this is top 3 for sure. With my last delivery, I remember that the AC was not working, and they were trying to get me into another room, but they didn't have any postpartum bedrooms or rooms available, and the AC in my room was not working, so it was constantly on blast. And I remember being so freaking cold, and the hospital's sheets are thin, they're not very warm. And I remember just thinking to myself, like, oh my god, I wish I would have brought a blanket. So you just, especially because I'll be delivering, you know, around winter time, so, or closer to winter time. So this is for sure like a necessity that I really recommend for you guys if you are delivering either in the fall or in the winter time, or if you're just like a cold person. Like that's just me. I'm always cold and I always want to be warm. So I highly recommend you guys bring a blanket as well. So bringing that. So now moving on to the fun stuff, the baby stuff. This is baby's diaper bag, and it does match my weekender bag. Like I said, I splurged a little bit. And I got it in black because, like I said, we don't know the gender of baby. And I don't know. I feel like this will go for a boy and a girl. It's very like sleek and modern, and anyways. So starting off with this is a portable nightlight. I remember my last delivery just wishing that I would be using my cell phone. Like I would have my cell phone for the light. It would be like so bright that it would like bother the baby, and sometimes you just need to, you know, you don't want to turn on the lights and you just need like a little nightlight. And I cannot sleep in the dark. I've always been that way. I cannot sleep in complete darkness. I really like that this one's like a 2-in-1. It's also a sound machine, so it has like nature sounds. Oh, the other one was beach sounds, and then this is nature sounds, white noise, and heartbeat. And then the shushing. I think this one's so funny. So with Luna, or when I had my daughter, my last baby, I didn't take a sound machine, but I was playing music off of my phone because my husband only stayed with me the first night, and then he was coming home to stay with the kids. You just take mental notes, you know. I remember thinking like, oh, next time for sure I'm gonna bring like a sound machine, because I wanted to be on my phone as well, and you know I couldn't because I had like music going and I had the sounds going. So I really like that this one's like a 2-in-1. It's a nightlight and a sound machine. Oh, another thing I like about this bag is that it does come with a changing pad. So just in case you guys were curious about that. And then what I also like about it is that I'm a strap type of person for my diaper bags. I prefer the straps, but it does also have the backpack. So like I think my husband would probably like the backpack option better. Like if he ever needs to, you know, grab the bag for me or go out for a quick run, I think he would prefer the backpack part. So starting off, I have 2 swaddles for baby. More than likely, well, I'm taking one to use for babies, like the bassinet that they give you, or not the bassinet. Would it be a bassinet? No, it's not a bassinet. It's like the baby bed that they have the baby in, with the sliding wheels. I'm planning to put this like on the bottom of baby. Kind of use it like as a blanket for under the baby when he's in there. And then just like an extra swaddle, even though for the most part, baby's always in the hospital swaddles, with at least the first few nights or the first 2 days. And then I brought some Burp Claws because I like to use these to put them over my shoulder and then burp baby, just so that, you know, you're not getting the constant spit up and are like wet all the time. So I brought 2 of those. And then I am bringing a baby swaddle. I really like these because for one, they're super tight for baby, and I don't know, if there's something about the way that nurses swaddle that I can never get myself. Like, they just swaddle so well. I mean, I know how to swaddle, but I feel like nurses just swaddle like A1. But anyways, I do like to have my babies in these. This was actually Luna's, my last baby's, and I just rewashed it. But these are really, I really recommend these as well, and they're really warm for baby as well, and they're super tight for babies. I noticed that my babies do sleep better when I have them in these, so I'm just gonna bring one of these. I really doubt that the baby will get this dirty, so just bringing one of those. And then I'm bringing this. This is probably going to be the going home outfit because, like I said, again, depending on when I deliver, it's going to be cold already here. So I just have like a little beanie and then this little warm outfit. I feel like it's very gender neutral with like a little onesie under and then a pair of socks. And then off to the sides of the diaper bag, I do have some diapers. Honestly, the hospital will provide you with baby diapers and baby wipes. But this is more like, I only have 3 in here, but like just in case we're on the way home from the hospital, because the hospital is not in our same city. We're delivering, it's probably like about 30-35 minutes away. So just in case baby has a blowout while we're in the car, you know, it's best to be prepared. And then I also have some baby wipes. These are the Pampers Sensitive. It's the ones that I like to use for my babies. The hospital will give you these. They'll give you the water wipes. And so when you leave the hospital, at least in my case, it's been that they always give you a ton of baby diapers. They'll give you diapers. They'll give you baby wipes. So I'll go through the stuff that they give me first. I don't waste it. But I just prefer the Pampers wipes over the water wipes. I know a lot of people do prefer these. But just personal preference. With all my babies, I've used the Pampers Sensitive when they're newborns. So I have some of those in there. And then I just have some pacifier wipes for baby's pacifier. And then I have in this little pocket, I just have a little baby lotion. And then a little diaper cream. I don't put lotion on the babies when they're fresh out the womb. I more so do it like when we leave home from the hospital. I just like lightly put some on their face and their little hands and their little feet. I don't know, I just love that smell of the baby the baby lotion. And then in this next pocket I have the baby's pacifiers. So I have 2 different types of pacifiers. The hospital also provides a pacifier for you. My babies never liked the hospital pacifier. I don't know, it's so weird. And then another note is that none of my babies ever took a pacifier for like longer than a month. It's so strange. They used pacifiers for maybe like the first month. I think the one that used it the longest was maybe Luna, and she used it for like a month and a half. But they slowly, or by themselves, they just don't, I don't know, they don't get attached to pacifiers. It's really strange, but I do recommend them in the hospital, especially when like the first few weeks when you're, like I said, your boobs are just going to be so sore and so cracked and you're just going to want to break. So I like to have these on hand. Luna really liked this brand. This is the Ryan and Rose brand. And then I heard a lot of good things about this brand. This is the Bibs brand. So I just bought the 2-pack off of Amazon. And then I always like to have pacifier clips because I either clip them onto their blanket or to their little shirt. So I have these, and they've already been sanitized and or washed and sterilized as well. I do have the bottle sterilizer or the baby sterilizer in my kitchen already. And then next thing I have in here is this little pocket. It's just the charger for the sound machine and Nightlight. And then I have a little nail file. It's a little Frida baby nail file because baby's nails, at least my last one, especially her nails were really long. And I remember the nurse was filed them down for her. I remember asking her like, oh, you guys can't clip them? And she's like, oh, no, because their fingernails are still attached to their skin. Or so she said something like that. So she says that for the first few weeks of baby's life to just use a nail file. So I brought that just in case baby's nails are long. And then I brought baby's name plaque. It just says I'm here, name, date, weight, and height, and then a permanent marker to write that in with. So that's that pocket. Okay, and then I have one more pocket here. I have some extra diaper rash cream. I know I'm not going to need this big old tube like in the hospital, but this is more since it's going to be baby's permanent diaper bag, just to have in here. This is also something that I really recommend for baby at the hospital. It's the Mestela cleansing water. It's the no rinse cleansing water. And when babies have those first poops, it's like that. It's the meconium, the really dark and tarry and almost like sticky poop, and it's just kind of hard to get off their little bum sometimes. And I think, did the nurse give this to me at the last time, or I got it as a gift? I can't remember, but I had this with my last baby, and I just kind of put some on one of the wipies, and I wiped her little tush with it, and it came right off. So I really like this since babies can't bathe right away. This really helped get those dirty little messes cleaned up. And then last thing in here for baby is baby's clothes. I really like these packing cubes, guys. They're also from Itsy Bitsy, and I just feel like they keep everything so organized. So see, that's baby's clothes. So first thing out of here are I have 2 pairs of socks. To be honest, none of my kids were ever in socks in the hospital until we left the hospital. All of my babies have always been in like a little t-shirt. The hospital provides it. It's like the little hospital top. And then swaddled. That's just how my babies have always been the first few days of their lives when they're born. And that's fine. But I will say this is the first baby that I'm having in the colder weather, colder season. So I just brought a few extra warm items just in case the hospital is really cold or it's just cold in general. I have some mittens because I don't think my hospital has ever provided these. I think I've always brought them. So I brought some mittens. I brought baby, this is newborn. This is like the little sleeper, and I love the ones that don't have the legs. I just feel like for newborns it's so much, I feel like they're even more comfortable in these than the footy pajamas. I've just always liked these for my babies better than the footed pajamas, at least the first few weeks that they're born. And it's just so much easier for you as well, instead of having to unsnap and unzip and expose them to the cold. And like I said, because it's going to be cold, I just want baby extra warm. And then I brought 2 onesies. I brought one short sleeve to wear either under the going home outfit, or if I just want to put my own onesie on him or her under the swaddle. And then I brought a long sleeve one, and these are all newborn. My babies tend to be on the smaller side because, like I said, I always go into labor earlier than the 40 weeks, even 38. I've never gone past 37 weeks, so my babies always tend to be on the smaller side. So for the most part, everything's newborn. And then I have another one of those little gowns. This is a little bit bigger. Is this newborn? Yeah, this is 0 to 3 months. So this one's a little bit bigger. But this one's like the one that ties at the bottom. Kind of the same concept, except that this one's like you tie it up to how high you want it. Really like these 2 for baby. And then that one came with a little a bow or a hat, depending if it's a boy or girl, because like I said, we don't know what baby is yet. And then the last thing I brought, which I'm not even sure why I'm bringing this, because it's 0 to 3 months. It's huge, and I really don't think baby's gonna fit into this. I don't know, it seems a little bit big, but just in case, I don't know, I just have it in there. So that's pretty much all I'm bringing for baby. It's not much, just like I said, a few onesies and the going home outfit, and then just like some little nightgowns just in case it's cold for baby in the hospital. And then the last 2 things that I'm bringing for baby is a blanket. I'm bringing this for like if I'm laying the baby on my hospital bed with me, just to kind of give the baby cushion, you know, if I need to change his or her diaper, and just to cover baby when I'm holding him or her. And oh, it smells so good because I washed everything in Dreft, and it just smells, if you guys have used Dreft, you guys know what I'm talking about. It smells so good. And then and then the last thing I'm bringing is my Boppy. This is also top 3 things that I recommend to bring to the hospital, especially if you have a C-section, because with my last delivery was the first time that I took my Boppy, and you just put it around you, and then obviously if you've used it, you know what I'm talking about, and then you just breastfeed baby, as opposed to having like pillows propped up against you, or like the blankets. But I also used it for back support. I remember with when I delivered my 3rd baby, I used it for back support as well. So really recommend this, especially like I said, with C-sections, you're going to be staying in the hospital a few extra nights. So that's also something that I really recommend. I also am bringing for myself a water bottle, because the hospital, they will give you obviously you know, something to drink water out of, but it doesn't stay cold. And for me, I always with all my pregnancies, I'm always super thirsty, and the water has to be ice cold. And the same goes for after when I deliver. The water has to be like ice cold, and this keeps it cold for a really long time. So I'm bringing the water bottle with me as well. And then I'm also I have a list of, it's like a sticky note that I have next to my makeup bag of things that I need to grab that I obviously can't pack right now because I need them. Those things are my makeup bag, like I said. I'm bringing my AirPods because, again, you're going to be in the hospital a few days, and you're going to want to watch something, and maybe you don't want to disturb the baby, or you know you're just going to want to be talking to family and you don't want the phone to your ear. And I just really recommend AirPods as well. So I'm taking those 2 things day of. And then my vitamins, my prenatals. I have a little vitamin case that I purchased, but I don't want to put them in yet. I don't know, I just kind of, I'd rather just do it when I leave for the hospital. So I'm bringing that with my prenatals and the supplements that I'm taking for this pregnancy. And I think that's it for the date of that I have on that list, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, and my wallet with my insurance cards and my ID and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. I know, like I said, this is not a minimalist what's in my bag. I always stay in the hospital 3+ nights, so I just need to be extra prepared so that I'm not running amok or having my husband run amok. So this might seem a bit excessive for some, but with C-sections, you gotta come prepared. So so that's everything that's in my hospital bag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful for you. Hopefully you guys learned some tips or got some ideas from it for your hospital bags. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I'll be more than happy to answer anything for you guys. Again, I'll try to link as much as I can because a lot of the stuff is purchased online, because since the doctor put me on bed rest, I have just been ordering stuff online. So most of these things I'm sure that you'll be able to purchase as well. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you did, if you found it helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already, I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of my YouTube family. I will be trying to vlog the delivery baby, not the actual surgery itself, but maybe like my hospital stay, like a day in the life with the newborn vlog. Let me know if that's something that you guys would want to see. And then also I have my Christmas decorate video coming up soon. It's just, I'm gonna need a little bit of extra help. I'm telling you guys, I had all these videos planned out for like the holidays and Halloween and fall, and it just didn't work out that way. So I'm just trying to listen to my doctor and follow his rules. So but yeah, but be sure to have your notifications on for my Christmas decorate. That'll be the next video after this one. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for being so patient with me. I know I haven't been putting out as much content, but I appreciate you guys being patient. So thank you guys again, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.